Hi everyone, this is Rosa. This is your broke student guide to Seoul. I recently made a similar video, but not student. It was just a general guide to my favorite places in Seoul. And I thought that maybe since they're just random, I thought I would do something similar, but for students. Which means that these places I'm mentioning are extremely cheap and convenient. And I'm also gonna give you some tips on how to save money as a student here in Korea. So let's go. First of all, there are some universities in Korea. I went to Sogang University, so I know that from first-hand experience, but I'm pretty sure other major universities have the same thing as well. They have some areas, like some rooms, where you can get your coffee or tea for free. It's just like a resting area where they have a coffee machine and you just get it for free. I'm pretty sure it's not everywhere, I mean in the campus, otherwise everyone would just go there and it wouldn't work. But I'm pretty sure you can find it in every university. First thing first, check that. Usually it's like next to a small study/library room. That's the free stuff for you. Next, I know you're a broke student, but I also know that you might want to stay around for later than midnight when the last train runs. And I understand, I have been there, I've done that. So let me help you in this situation. If you miss the last train and you don't want to go around spending money in food or drinks, you can go to a PC bank. They run for 24 hours and usually that's what students do. You can just literally go there and just chill. You can even sleep on the chair because it's like a gaming chair, so it's very comfortable. They are very cheap, especially the one in university areas. They tend to be cheaper for this reason because they know that their main target is gonna be students. It's very easy. You just go there and click. You select the amount of time you're gonna stay there, and sometimes for 6 hours they charge you like 5,000 won, 6,000 won. So basically it's just the price of a coffee in a cafe, which is so good. And you can also get food, which is of course extra, but it's still cheap. It's like convenience store prices. Whenever I go to the PC bank, I usually get the sotok because it's just my favorite thing to get there, and a Coca-Cola. This is very personal. It really depends on the PC bank you're going to. If you play something like Minecraft or Words of something, I don't know, I'm sorry, I don't like those games. I only play Genshin Impact. Anyway, if you play like these competition games, if you win 5 times in a row or 3 times in a row, you get extra hours for free. So for example, if you win 3 times in a row, you might get 1 hour extra for free to stay there. But this is something that you really have to check with the specific PC bank you're going to. But it's just something that I'm mentioning because it's a plus. That's also the reason why a lot of students are actively playing, because they basically never use up their entire time and they stay there for free. Another option, study room. Study rooms cafe are the best. They go as low as 3,000 won per hour, which maybe for you might not seem cheap, but actually included in the price, you get snacks, you get drinks, and you get a printer, so you can print wherever you want. Wi-Fi is included. You have your own room. You can share it with your friends because most of the rooms have 2 chairs. Some of the rooms are even bigger, so you can share it with even more people. You can also share the price and it's gonna be extremely cheap. Basically, they're very much like the university option I was talking about earlier, but university resting areas are very limited while study rooms are everywhere. So you will not have any problem finding one. Now let's talk about food. There are these 2 chains. One is called Kim and they have yak kanji or home, and the other one is called papbogo, which would be like pap burger, and it's literally a burger made of rice, and they are just delicious. Not expensive because again the target is students, but they're just so good and they're everywhere. So these are just the 2 main chains that me and my other foreigners as well as Korean friends who have been to university lived off of. In general, any bunshik nearby university should be a cheap option for good food. For drink, my friend recommended me this. It's called Juicy, like juicy, and it's just a fresh juice bar. I mean, it's not bar in the cocktail meaning. It's literally called fresh juice bar. My friend just said she lived off this, so that might be a nice option for something fresh for you. Then let's talk about coffee in general. Download every single app about every coffee place, because if you use the app when you get your coffee, you will get points, and like every 10 points it's gonna be a coffee for free, which is good. I mean, if you are someone that has coffee all the time, you want to make sure that you're using the points the right way. So yeah, some of the options that are very cheap and should be around university, but not exclusively around university, so that's a good start. They are also around stations, very easy to find. They're all chains, and their Americano, like their iced coffee, it goes for 1,500 won, which is a little bit more than $1, and it's a big Americano, like it's like this size. So yeah, in general, every other coffee and juice option in this place is cheaper than any option that you would get Instagram worthy cafe, and they're cute, in my opinion, very cute. And they're usually only take out, that's why it's cheaper. So Banapresso, that's my chain of choice for students, because Banapresso has both take-out spots and huge regular coffee. The one in Shincheon is so beautiful. It's like 3 floors with a terrace for some reason. It's bright, it's nearby Sogang University, it's nearby Yonsei University. It's just perfect. So I really like that branch. It's huge, it's pretty. The Banapresso logo, it's a pink rabbit, but the place there is very bright, like white and pastel shades. So it's just very beautiful to look at. Again, you can sit there. Of course, there are plugs, and so you can enjoy your time with your laptop if you need it. Again, Banapresso has points option, so you might want to take advantage of that. Banapresso is also the most expensive options among the one I'm talking about, because I believe their iced coffee, it's not 1,500, it's more 2,100, something like that, but it's also bigger. The size matters. But for real, like Banapresso cheapest option is still bigger than the average coffee in the other places. That's why it's more expensive, and you can sit there, so I guess you're paying for the size up and for being more comfortable and enjoying your time there. And usually they also have sets. If you buy things as a set, you get an extra discount, so that's cool. I love Banapresso. It's not the best coffee, but it's good, so that's a valuable option. Then we have Mega Coffee, Pack Coffee, Mammoth Coffee, and Compose Coffee. These are the same but different. So basically they have very similar prices, like Mammoth Coffee is 1,400, Compose Coffee is 1,500. They are slightly up, their size is slightly bigger, so it just makes up for it. That's always the case. They do all the same thing, cheap coffee, points, they're all takeout. I never had a bad experience with any of these coffee. On my phone I have the apps for the points. It's not only about students, these are also the options that usually people who work in an office will get during the lunch break. You have no idea how many office workers I see around, like waiting at Compose or Mammoth, and everyone wants to have coffee but not break the bank for that. So trust me, you are not being a broke student in this case, you're just saving money to still get some fuel during your day. To recap, we had study option, food options, and coffee options. So of course you have your cafe of choice and convenience store in university campus, but honestly for the price of these coffee, just don't get the convenience store cafe. First of all, some of them are even more expensive and they are just so bad. You know, the iced coffee that everyone is just making on TikTok and on Instagram just to make some reels? I swear it tastes like nothing. This coffee doesn't taste like anything, nothing. I don't know what I'm drinking. Could be chamomile for me or tea. That's very weird. Oh my god, this coffee is horrible. If you want to film content, get it. But if you actually want to enjoy a coffee, don't get it. Please don't. Don't do this to yourself. As a convenience store option, you better get a coffee that it's in, you know, the can bottle or something like that. Please do yourself a favor and just get a coffee somewhere else. Anyway, I hope these recommendations were useful. I'm pretty sure you're gonna save a lot of money using these tricks, so you can spend this money on a cafe you really want to check out when you actually go out with your friends. I hope you enjoy your stay in Seoul, and remember that there are always two different types of coffee: functional and the experience. Functional coffee, save on that. The experience coffee, don't save on that. Enjoy your time, be happy. Bye.